Are you trying to figure out how many days or months are between two dates in Excel? Most people either do it wrong or way harder than it needs to be. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple ways to calculate days between dates, months between dates, and even extract differences. So let's jump in. So method number 1, we're going to subtract, which is the easiest. So click in the blank cell that you're going to use. So I have my order date and shipping date. I insert a new column. I'm going to call this days 1. Now this is the easiest method. You're going to go equals, click on that ship date, which is the end date, minus the begin date. Enter. Now it shows you as a date, but here on the top under the home tab, click on this section here where it says number, drop down. Now it has to be a number. So change that data type to number. Then here on the side, it has little arrows. Decrease decimals. You can do it twice, and now you have a number. Now in the corner of that cell, put your cursor over it until you get a solid cross. Now double click, and it fills all the way down. Now you have your number of days between dates. So now method number 2, we're going to use DATEDIF. So I'm going to call this days 2. This is another example, and this is the method most people don't know about. You start off with an equal sign, then DATEDIF, click on the begin date, comma, end date, comma, double quotation, and D for days. Close that parentheses and enter. Now again, it gives you the date format, so make sure to change it under your home tab. In the number section, click on the drop down and click on that number. And again, you can decrease the decimal. And put your cursor over the corner of this cell to get a solid cross sign and double click. And that is method number 2 for days. Now, if you want to get months instead of days, you can use this DATEDIF formula again. So let's name this next column months. Start with equals, DATEDIF, open parentheses, again the start date, comma, end date, comma, double quotation, M for month instead of the D for days. Same exact formula, except we changed the D to M, and enter. And again, changing that to a number. Put my cursor over, double click, and fill down. Now these are months. All right, next we're going to do years. So click in here and put years. And guess what? We're going to use the same exact formula we did for the last method. So again, equals, DATEDIF, open parentheses, start date, comma, end date, comma, now double quotation. Now since we're using years, we're going to put Y for years, and double quotation, and close parentheses, enter. Changing this again to number, double click to fill down. Now I'm going to do a bonus. So let's create a formula that shows years and months. We're going to do DATEDIF, so equals DATEDIF, open parentheses, click on your start date, comma, end date, comma, double quotation, and we're going to do years. So now this grabs number of years. So space, and we want the text to say years. So that way it grabs the number of years and then text right after that number saying years. Double quotation, space, years, double quotation. DATEDIF, open parentheses, now start date, comma, end date, comma, double quotation, and here you're going to type in YM, double quotation, year and month, close parentheses, and you want the text to say months. So double quotation, space, months, double quotation, enter. So here you can see 0 years, and there's no space in there, so we're going to fix that. So click on the formula where it has years. Inside the double quotation, put comma, space, enter. So now you have years, comma, space, and then 1 month. So go ahead and put your cursor over the corner of that cell, double click. Now you have number of years and number of months. Now we can do a method 3, which shows business days only. So let's insert a new column. Business days only, excluding weekends and holidays. And we use network days. So equals network days. Then your start date, comma, end date, and enter. So this is your number of business days. Now we're going to do one more. So we're going to do month difference. So this is more accurate, counting how many months. So even though it's over a year, it would be 13 months, 24 months, etc. So let's name this column number of months. So it'll be equals year. We're going to do this fraction, FRAC. Then click on start date, comma, end date, close parentheses. We're going to times, which is the asterisk sign, 12, enter. So filling all the way down. So you can see some of these are zeros from under months, but it rounds it up to the fraction of that month. So it's almost a month. So you can see January 30th to February 29th, pretty much a month. Like I said, this one is more accurate. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more data analytic tools and tips and fun projects. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.